Hey guys, this is FPL Tips and welcome back to another deadline stream. Let me know if you guys can hear me and everything seems fine. It should ideally, but yeah, let me know. I hope my video is visible. So is my team, and so is the chat. Looks good. I think good to go. Yeah, we are good to go. Let me know if it's a bit less. I'll just adjust the volume if it is low. But yeah. Okay, quick Q&A. Obviously, we'll not make it a long one. We'll keep it short this time. It's closer to the deadline. For context, why it is short, because it's 2:30 a.m. my time, and I don't think I would have been able to do a 1 hour long stream. Anyways, let's get into it. Hi, Abby. Any moves made? No, I'm planning to do 2 moves, but yeah. So moves and planning. Any early Liverpool news? Yes. No, Nunes most likely won't be starting, so I will try to get Liverpool news. But if there is no news, I would still want to move on and not hold on to him. So Son, Solomon, and Kulusevski at the front three. Son is playing as a striker. That's something. Son is also getting into my team, so that's one move that I would like to just put away and reveal right away. He's going into my team. Eze to Diaby, I think good move. Watkins to Hoyland for a good punt. I wouldn't do it. Watkins with Guay out, I think still are not defensively that strong. You should hold on to Watkins this game week. Johnston, Chilwell, Estupinian, Udogi, Saka, Bruno. That's your team. One free transfer. I see no I see no Madison or Son. Go there. I think you can either sell Bruno or do a Foden move. Either or works. I think that's the way I would do. Foden to Madison or Son. If you're going this week, I think Son, because he's on penalties. I think that usually impacts the decision. Penalties really does swing it a bit too much for Son. I would go to Son solely because it's penalty. This game week again, it is on paper tactically. I think it's a Madison game, but because Son is on penalties, you just don't want to risk it. City news is particularly what I'm waiting for, because I'm particularly interested in the Argentine player they have. So yeah, I'm waiting for the Alvarez news as well. If I get something, I will obviously tell you guys. I am also continuously, most people are sort of busy, so I'll be doing Twitter as well. Son or Haaland captaincy? I'm going Haaland. It's more safe. The problem is that Son, it's sort of against a low block. He doesn't do really well against low block, so I would not go there. We have Madison and Watkins out for Alvarez and Son. I would hold on to both. Honestly, just hold on to both. Don't waste your moves. Double, I would hold on to both. We have sell Saka or not. Not this week. I would hold on to Saka. No, he's not a sell. I've got so no news apart from what Pep has confirmed. I think so. The sources that usually put out the City lineup, there's no news. There's no leak. So we'll definitely not know what the City lineup looks like. That's sort of a curveball in the game, but yeah. Yeah, that's about it. No news on Alvarez, so we'll not be getting any sort of news for Alvarez. Sell Jota or Martinelli? I would sell Jota first, because it looks like... Actually, I take a chance on Martinelli first, and then see if Jota doesn't start this one, I'll sell him. Whom to bench, Sarr or Estupinian? I think between the two, I would take a chance and bench Sarr. Estupinian still has more goal threat, if not more equal goal threat, and clean sheet odds are bad, but chances are there. Thoughts on Nunes on a wildcard? If it's Darwin Nunes, I would not do it right now. And wildcard is way away. Not this game for sure. He's sort of struggling with a niggle. Do you have any changes this week? I'll be making at least one change, which is Foden is going out of my squad. I might as well just make it very evident. So Foden is getting replaced, and the obvious guy is Heung-min Son. I have 1.7 in the bank. The second move that I'm planning to is probably Pedro to Alvarez, but again, that's sort of a punt, and I'm not sure. I could just do one move and then take the punt next game week when we have City news. So yeah, that's the punt. But I am very keen on going that side. Yep, that's the two moves that I'm planning. Wouldn't Madison be a better option against low block? He would, but again, overall, the fact that Son is on penalties, he's playing striker, is just too much to go against. It's unnecessary in my opinion. Eventually we will have to double up, but the next few fixtures, I think Son, apart from this one, the next two especially, Son does well. As a hold or any replacement, Diaby is a good replacement. I would do that. Will Pelestri start? So we are expecting Pelestri. A lot of people, a lot of United fans are expecting Pelestri to start. It's because fitness issues with Mount and Armabat, as the way they pronounce it. So yeah, Watkins to Nunes and Diaz to Son, or Watkins to Alvarez and Foden to Son. I would do the second one. Watkins to Alvarez. Actually, just hold Watkins. Foden to Son is the only one I would do. Start Estepinian or Colwell. I would start Colwell. Yeah, this one I would start Colwell. No Liverpool lineup as of now. Hopefully we get it closer to the deadline. 20 minutes to go. Do you think I can change Pedro to Alvarez this game for a -4? You can. Even I am planning to do the same. But the problem is, does he start or not? It's sort of an iffy. Please suggest changes with this team. One free transfer. He has Johnston, Chilwell, Estupinian, Baldock, Bruno, Rashford, Salah, Saka, Sar, Haaland, Alvarez. I think pretty much nailed on. You don't have a transfer to burn. I would actually just do Bruno to Madison. If you have the funds, Sar to Madison, do that. Bruno to Son, or Sar to Madison, either or. Buy one out of Scar, Trippier, Botman, Cash. If I had to buy someone, go for the Newcastle defenders and go for the cheaper ones. I think I prefer Scar because he's more goal threat. I would go there. Bruno to Son, yeah. If you have like a stacked midfield of Saka, Rashford, Bruno, Mbeumo, and let's say a Foden or some, not Foden, maybe a Sterling, and you don't have anybody to sell, I will sell Bruno because out of the lot, he seems like the one to be the fall guy. Other players are pretty much hold on at the moment. Start Estupinian, Kulusevski, or Edward. If I was in your place, I would start. Take a chance on Edward if I have to, or Kulusevski, not Estupinian for sure. Foden to Son, already have Madison. I wouldn't double up. Why are you selling Rashford? Why are you selling Rashford to Son, and why not Bruno to Son? I am not selling Rashford to Son. I would, if I had to sell between the two, I would sell Bruno to Son and not Rashford. I don't have Rashford in my team. I sold him a couple of weeks ago. Salah, Martinelli to Madison, Son. I would hold on to Salah for sure this game week and just do Martinelli to Madison, not go chase Son if you can't afford. Pedro replacement, I think the only standout replacement is Alvarez. Otherwise, you just hold. I have 2 free transfers, 1.7 million in the bank. Who do I get in for Rashford, Son, or Madison? I think Son. If you can get him, Son. Visa or Estupinian for the 11? Visa. Alvarez or Watkins? For what? I think Watkins is a hold, guys. For people who have Watkins, please hold. I don't think it's a sell. Should I sell Estupinian this week for a Newcastle or Spurs defender? Spurs defender, I don't think, because it's a 1 game week one. The next 2 are not clean sheets for sure. This one, again, I can't guarantee a Spurs clean sheet. And they attack in a way where they can concede, so I wouldn't really bank on that. And should I sell Estupinian for Newcastle defender? Yes, you can do that. But ideally, wait, because there could be more information coming out from the Newcastle sort of rotation-wise next game week, so I think it's better off to wait. If you can send some other defender, if you have an Arsenal defender, I would sell Arsenal defenders over Estupinian because the game week 6-7 fixture that Brighton have is much more of a high ceiling fixture for Estupinian. Oh, you're saying hold Rashford ahead of Bruno if I want to get Son? Yeah, I would do that. I would hold Rashford ahead of Bruno. It's because how United want to play, how Brighton concede chances, so I would do that. Alvarez for Watkins or Son for Foden? Son for Foden, any day. Jota starts, but for who? Diaz or Nunes? If he starts, Nunes is definitely not starting. If Jota does start, I think the front 3 would be Salah, Gakpo, and Jota, and Diaz is out of the team and benched. Nunes, I don't think will be risked this game. So it's most likely to Gakpo on the top. It varies, very less chance that Jota, Diaz, and Salah start in the front 3. Most likely Jota, Gakpo, and Salah. Yep, and do I have news? Let's check. Sorry guys, we'll be just checking and scrolling if we get news, but none as of now. Yep, hit the like button if you're on the stream. Thanks, Siddhant, sorry. Alvarez for Watkins again. Don't. If you already have Madison, don't do the sideways move. Hold both of your players. It's unnecessary. You can maybe get Son for Foden still, but don't sell Watkins. Okay, Jota starts. That's some news. Apparently Jota starts. A reliable person on Twitter is saying Jota starts, so that's some news. For people who have Jota, I probably would hold if he's starting. Yeah, nothing to go against him. In fact, he's a good punt as well if you want to. Against Wolves, why not? But again, I don't know if he starts in place of Diaz or Gakpo. I would expect him to start in place of Diaz on the left wing. So that's something you want to take care of. Do we have anything? No, we have no news. Second free. Have cash and Estupiñán both. Should I sell one? I think I would sell cash. Actually, wouldn't sell. If it depends on your wild card. If you're wild card in game week 8 or 9, I would sell cash. Yeah. If you get Alvarez, who will you bench? Mbuemo. That's who I'll bench. There's more team news that it might come in. Jackson versus Alvarez. I would hold Jackson. I would not sell him. Rashford sell or hold? Hold. Firm hold. I think he's not. He's nowhere close to being a sell. Diaz, Estupiñán bench one. I would bench Estupiñán. Newcastle or Chelsea defender, Trippier or Colville. If I had to play Trippier, obviously. Have to play Trippier. Start Estupiñán, Kulusevski, Edward. Edward again, as I said. Will Guardiola start? We are expecting a strong lineup from City. Guardiola should be starting. I'm thinking Salah captain. Should I not have Haaland and no Son? You can punt on Salah. He's not the worst captaincy shot. So, yeah, you can punt Salah. Should I use the second free transfer to sell Pedro? As of now, Pedro is on my bench. You don't have to. So you're in a very similar position as I am. Again, I'm not very confident doing the Pedro to Alvarez move because two reasons. It can backfire very well because next game week he might not start. And I have the opportunity to avoid this move and next game week have more information and maybe take a punt on him or not. But again, if you're okay with the punt, you can go ahead. It's most likely unnecessary. I wouldn't really recommend you to do it. Pedro to Alvarez on a free or replace Mitoma. I would replace Mitoma first. Visa, Henry, Estupiñán bench one. I would, out of the three, maybe Henry. Yeah. Play Edward instead of Mbuemo this week. That's a tough one. I will have been conceding chances. They've conceded about 12 or 13 big chances. I would do it. Just let me figure out some more Liverpool news. Mitoma for I have Madison, Bruno, Mbuemo, Saka, no funds for Son. If that's the case, Diaby is a good downgrade. If you don't want to, you can hold. Otherwise, Diaby is someone I would go to. Madison, a good captaincy shout. Again, it's not the best captaincy shout. You can still go for him. I think this is a game week where you can move around because Haaland is not having the easiest game. Who to start between Estupiñán and Kabure? Estupiñán, guys. Estupiñán. Kabure doesn't. We knew that he would start for sure, I would recommend him. But again, we tried that last game week and he did not start, so wouldn't recommend. Liverpool news. I'm trying to figure out, guys. Yes. Don't have funds for Foden to Son. Is Madison a good alternative? Yes, it is a good alternative. So Jota to Watkins, Jota or Watkins, whom to bench? Bench someone else. I think I would play both. Sell Estupiñán, you can, but I think it is good to hold him out for the game week 6 and 7 fixtures. Let me figure out, is there some more news I'm trying to gauge around? Jesus is a good punt this game week. If people are looking for a punt in the striker position, I think Jesus is a good punt. I just haven't feeling and looking about Alvarez. I don't know. Anyways, I'll just make my moves in the next 5 minutes and then we can move. I'm trying to get more news. Buy Udogi and sell Baldock. I would do it. Yeah, it's a good move. Jota, Mitoma, Madison, Saka, Rashford. 2 free transfers. What do you suggest? In that lineup, I would go Mitoma down to Diaby. Yeah, I would just sit there and make use of the second transfer to get Alvarez. Will Akanji and Guardiola both start or should I replace one of them? They should be starting. I think I have not been through the lineups for City, but as far as I know, if you want to check, I can check. I think Luke does it best. FF Scout Luke. When you look at the expected lineup, we are expecting Foden, Alvarez, Haaland, Doku, Ake, Akanji, Rodri, Diaz, Bernardo Silva, Walker. So Guardiola is sort of a 50-50, but you were expecting everyone else to start. So yeah. Is Foden fine or switch to Son? He's fine, but again, if you're comparing him to Son, I would go to Son. Play Scar or Estupiñán? I would play Scar. Take a chance there. Clean sheet odds better. I don't know if you replied this, but can you answer this one? Start Foden or Mbuemo? If I had both, I would start Foden. Take the chance there. It's a higher ceiling game. Son for Madison, I would not do. Madison to Son is not a good move. I would not do it. Mbuemo or Pedro to choose to start? Mbuemo. He's on penalties. He's better off. I think United are defensively decent. Newcastle have shown signs of leakiness. Sell Mitoma for Sterling. Already have Jackson. Sell Mitoma for Sterling. I wouldn't buy Sterling now. He could do well against Bournemouth again, but not the game week to buy him. Start Edison or Turner? Edison. Start Edison, guys. Visa to Alvarez, I would hold Visa. If you want to pay Pandan Alvarez, nothing against it. But yeah, if that's your only, if it's a free transfer, I would do it. Otherwise, not. What's my starting 11? I think I need to make my moves, but my starting 11 will be pretty same. Buemo will be on my bench. Foden to Madders, I would do it. Yes. Will Pelistri start? We're expecting him to start on the right, but I can't be sure. Start Botman or Estupinian? If I had both, I would probably start Botman. A lot of teams punting on Spurs. I think there's huge heavy inflow of Son getting into our teams. No Liverpool news as of now. Sorry guys. The only news is that Jota starts, but that's the only important news. I think Salah starts. That's prime, and there's nothing against it. Can I expect some more news? Nope. I don't think so. There's more news. Start Onana or Turner? I will start Onana. And is Jota going to start? Yes, I think he'll start. Saka to Son. Already have Madison. Saka, I would hold. I would not do it. Hold Saka. This game week suits him more. Is there any leaks? No, there's no leaks. Haaland or Son for captaincy? If I had to captain someone, I would do Haaland. If you're feeling punty, nothing against Son. It's very close, but I would go Haaland. Start Pickford or Turner? If I have, I'll start Pickford, hoping that he gets more save points. Actually, just start Turner. I might just start Turner as well. Arsenal should score this one. Is your Chelsea bias coming into playing for Sterling? No. So if you have Sterling by now, you should hold him. There's no doubt. But buying Sterling again, because it becomes a move in, and then you'll have to remove him out in the next couple of weeks again. It's not the best transfer in. If you have absolutely nothing else, if you have the Spurs asset, then maybe go for it. Who do I replace Joao Pedro with? 7.8 million in the bank. Alvarez. Otherwise, I think you can't afford Watkins. So yeah, only Alvarez. Start Edison or Turner? Edison. I'm trying to figure out any sort of news we have in terms of Liverpool, but can't see anything. Luis Diaz starting? No news on that. So if you have Luis Diaz, you probably want to shift, because we have news Jota is starting. So can't risk it with Luis Diaz. Best replacement for Pickford? Go Pope. I think Pope is a good replacement. If you can't fleck in again, yeah. Alvarez does not start next game week onwards. No, there's nothing like that. I think he'll start for a while. Turner over Onana because better fixture. Yeah, you can say that. I mean, it depends. If Turner starts, good. And the thing with Turner is, I don't think he recently became a father. I think a couple of days ago, so he might be not starting altogether. So in that case, he'll not come on off for sure, and you automatically will get a good sub. 2 free transfers for Mubarak, and I should put on Avoni. Yes, Avoni is a good punt. Then bench him for the next 2 or go straight to Morris, though I'll have a huge benching dilemma for the next 2. I think go Avoni, good punt. You should punt on him. I think he could do well this game week. Good fixture as well. So yeah, why not? Zinchenko starting, I don't have news for that as of now. But Zinchenko, if he's fit, he should, but I'm not sure. Watkins for Alvarez, I would not sell Watkins. Is it okay to bench Bournemouth this game week? Again, yeah, I'll be doing it, so yeah. Why don't people like Isaac, Newcastle, great fixture? Too much rotation and problem. Because the fact that they're playing Champions League, we don't know which player will start. Will Wilson start Champions League and Isaac will start Premier League? Or will Isaac be preferred for the European games and Wilson will start the League Cup and Premier League games? So, can't say. And if that's the case, if he's starting both, then fatigue will come into it. Play. Start Estupinian or Scar? I would start Scar. Should I start Buemo or Mitoma? If I had both, I'd go Mitoma because he's just slightly more lively. But again, very 50-50. You can go Buemo because of the penalty as well. Very 50-50, honestly. Maybe go with the penalty taker. But again, if it's really something you can't really choose from, there's no logical pick there. So maybe just go with the gut feeling. If I had to, I'm feeling Buemo. But yeah. Onana to Martinez, good transfer for 3 to 4 game weeks. Martinez, yeah, seems good transfer. I think Pope would be better because I can see game week 6-7 clean sheet fixtures for him. If you can't afford him, yeah, then Martinez fine. Who are you going to bench for Buemo? Play Buemo or Estupinian. I said that if I had both, I would play Buemo, not Estupinian. Watkins for Alvarez, I wouldn't want to it. Akanji or Trippier. If I had both, I would play. I think I would play Trippier. This is probably a good game for Trippier. Okay, let me make my moves before we get priced out, timed out, and everything, stuff like that. Pedro going out, I will be replacing him with Julian Alvarez. Sort of, it a lot of eggs in the same basket. When I look at the fixtures going ahead, Saliba plays Tottenham next game week, Estupinian plays Bournemouth, Chilwell plays Aston Villa. Seems fine. I can play Kabure versus Wolves, so I can have a back three. Saka, Buemo against Everton is a good fixture. Sterling versus Villa, I'll hold. Son I'll hold. Burnley, Bruno, I'll hold. Alvarez from Nottingham, Jackson and Haaland, I'll hold. So moving ahead, I think it's a good team. My priority transfers will be getting in Newcastle defenders next game week, and I'm looking at game week 8/8 to 10 for the wildcard window. So I want to probably attack. When I look at the fixtures for other attackers, there's nobody that stands out apart from Isaac, but again, too much rotation there. And Morris will probably be a punt in game week 7, not before. So yeah, if I had news that Darwin is starting, I would maybe take a punt on Darwin versus Wolves and West Ham, but again, that's not the case. He's not fit, so wouldn't risk it. And we'll make a first hit of the season, confirming it. Hopefully it works out. And here's how I'm lining up. I will put in Turner because why not? Saliba, Chilwell, Estupinian start for me. Julian Alvarez goes in for Mbuemo. And yeah, this is how the lineup looks like. I will vice captain Sterling because I have a feeling if Chelsea was slightly better, I would punt on Sterling and not Son. But yeah, this is the team as of now. Yeah. About 4 minutes left, guys. Does Jota start? Yes, there's news that Jota is starting. Should I start Buemo or Pedro? I would start Buemo. Sell Buemo? I would not sell Buemo. Start Cash or Estupinian? I would start Cash. Are you taking a hit? Yes, I did take a hit. Bench Cash or Estupinian? Again, Estupinian bench. Start Estupinian or Konsa? I would start Estupinian. Konsa has barely any attacking threat. Is Gabriel starting? I expect him to start. With Partey out, I think he'll start. Saka, Buemo, Bruno, Madison, Foden, Pedro. One free transfer. Get. I think it's simple. Seems like a decent team. I would not do anything. Nothing to touch upon that. Hold. I think just save the transfer. Colwell or Bowen or Estupinian? Bowen, I think. Take a chance there. Yeah, it's a tough fixture, but actually not Bowen. He could do well on the counter, but again, if I had to pick, Colwell probably will be the easier pick there. Risky to bench Bowen, but yeah. Wissa, Harry, Estupinian, bench one. If I had to bench one, I would bench Wissa, Henry, Estupinian. I would bench Henry. Start Estupinian or Konsa, Estupinian. Jackson for Alvarez for a -4. I would not do it. Turner, Chilwell, Udogi, White, Buemo, Saka, Madison, Bruno, Foden, Haaland, Jackson, Onana. Pedro to Estupinian, Kabure. I would 1.1 in the bank. You have a good team. Save your transfer, man. That's a really good team. Again, I've said this, start Estupinian or Konsa. I would start Estupinian and bench Konsa. Guys, we're almost about deadline. We've not hit for at least 50 likes. Come on, guys. We should be hitting 50 likes by now. Chilwell, Estupinian, Guardiola, Jota, Mitoma, Maddis, Saka, Rashford, Isaac, Haaland. 2 free transfers. Isaac to Foden. That's one. Isaac to Alvarez. That's one transfer. I would do it. Maybe just hold and take chance later on. You can do it. Prioritize. You have Mitoma. You can do Mitoma to Diaby. That's the first. And maybe Guardiola. Since we don't have news of him starting, that's sort of iffy. Go to a Newcastle defender. That's the only true. You have Trippier as well. Actually, just Mitoma to. Probably just Mitoma to the Diaby, and then I would hold. Because Isaac also has a decent fixture. Start Archer or Estupinian? Estupinian. Yeah, Estupinian. Start Udogi over Estupinian? Yes, I would start Udogi over Estupinian. Play Pedro or Buemo. And yeah, that's mostly it. I think we have a couple of few seconds, last couple of questions if you want to ask. I will refresh my team as well. My team again, I would read out for everyone who's listening. Turner, Saliba, Chilwell, Estupinian, Son, Sterling, vice captain, Bruno, Saka, Julian Alvarez, Jackson, Haaland, captain, Buemo first bench, Pickford on the bench as well. Archer or Estupinian? I would start Estupinian. Archer, Estupinian? Again, Estupinian. I would start Estupinian. A lot of people went, and it is deadline, guys. Yeah, that's about it. It's 3. It's dot deadline. Son for Rashford, I would not do it. And yeah, with that, we wrap it up, guys. If you have made a transfer for Son, good luck for you, guys. It's going to be interesting. I think Son could get something. Let's see. Maybe. Hopefully. Thank you for the red line stream, says Vatsal. Thank you guys for joining. I had to transfer to waste, so bought in Morris for this double. Seems like it is not a blunder. If it's for a waste, yeah, bench him. And Game Week 7 will be one move ahead of everybody. So you can punt on something else then. Not a waste of transfer. So yeah, that's about it. We'll wrap it up here because it's 3 a.m. in the morning here, and I think I should get some sleep. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Again, before leaving, please hit the like button. It really helps us, and hit the subscribe button as well. We'll see you guys in a video tomorrow. I think day after tomorrow for the game week review, and then next week for the podcast. Till then, this is FPL Tip signing off. Cheers.